This is DMP Kenya, and welcome back to Turning the Mirror podcast. This is where we bring you the reflection of politics and governance across our country, Kenya. And today we are discussing something that concerns one of our own who is heading to Addis Ababa. And today we just received a message, we've just seen a message from the secretariat of SADC and addressing the member states of SADC about the person or the candidate that to support for the AUC chairmanship bid. And we know that Raila Odinga is also after this position. Let's get into the letter.
Let me read this letter first before then we can tell our audience what this then means to both the candidates and the whole process as a matter of fact. Now, the letter says, Honorable Minister, reference candidate from the SADC region for the position of the chairperson of the African Union Commission. Reference is made to the above subject matter. You may wish to recall that at its meeting held in August 2024 in Harare, Zimbabwe, Council directed the SADC Committee of Ambassadors in Addis Ababa, in collaboration with the Office of the Permanent Representative to the African Union, to closely monitor the process of the election of senior leadership of the African Union Commission and provide further guidance on the way forward and on the best strategy to be adopted once the panel of eminent Africans finalizes its shortlisting, and encouraged all member states to offer support. Member states include Angola, Botswana, Comoros, Democratic Republic of Congo, Eswatini, Lesotho, Madagascar, Malawi, Mauritius, Mozambique, Namibia, Seychelles, South Africa, United Republic of Tanzania, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. All correspondence should be addressed to the Executive Secretary. To the shortlisted candidates from the SADC region for the different posts of the senior leadership of the African Union Commission, the republics of Madagascar and Mauritius had in the August 2024 Council submitted a candidate each for the position of chairperson of the African Union Commission, namely Mr. Richard J. Randriamandrato and Mr. Anil Kumasinghe Gayan. Respectively, we have since learned that Mauritius had withdrawn her candidature, leaving Madagascar as the only member state from the SADC region to compete for the position. I write to notify you, Honorable Minister, that Honorable Richard J. Randriamandrato, a former Minister of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Madagascar, has been shortlisted as the only candidate from the SADC region for the position of chairperson of the African Union Commission. In this regard, the Republic of Madagascar has written to the secretariat, formally seeking support of SADC member states for its candidates. In consultation with the chairperson of council, and given the short time before the election of the chairperson, there is no need to convene an extraordinary council of ministers to consider the request from Madagascar. A letter from the secretariat seeking SADC member states support for Madagascar's candidature should suffice. This letter, therefore, serves to encourage SADC member states to support Mr. Richard J. Randriamandrato, a candidate from our region, for the position of the AUC chairperson during the upcoming elections of senior leadership of the African Union Commission, in the line with August 2024 Council decision stated above. Please accept, Honorable Minister, the assurance of my highest consideration. It is signed by Mr. Elias M. Magosi, the Executive Secretary, and copy to Dr. Nazare Jose Salvador, SADC National Contact Point.
Oh, thank you, Coach. And we know that Africa, we have 55 countries.
Yes.
That we should expect to be voting, but we know that a number are not eligible for the voting.
Yes.
Take us through how will these countries play, and now that we have 16 countries from the SADC region, maybe suggesting all their countries and urging them to vote for their candidate. What do we expect now?
You are very right. The membership of the African Union is at 55 member states. But some of the states have been are out of this voting process because they are either serving a disciplinary action or they are just out of it willingly. So the member states that have been confirmed that will participate on Saturday during the voting process are 49. So of the 49 who are supposed to vote, the winner must have 2/3 of the total votes cast.
Yeah.
So 2/3 of 49
That's
comes
about
to
32,
about
yeah.
32.66. And therefore, now that no human being is at point, at a decimal point, so we talk of roughly 32. So that means the winner must either have 32 or 33 votes. As we have a look at this later, the SADC member states totals up to 16. So of the 49 countries who are eligible to vote, if you remove 16 from it, you remain with around 33 countries. So it means that out of these 33 countries, if at all the SADC members follow the directive given by its secretariat, and all the 16 countries vote in one block for Andrea Mandrato, then that means we only have 33 votes
And
left.
here we also have the Djibouti candidate.
Yes, so with 33 votes left, then that is now we have Raila here and the Djibouti guy to share these 33 votes. So that would mean then that if it goes that way and Raila gets some votes, and then the Djibouti guy also gets some votes, it means the first round, we will not really get the winner during the first round of the voting.
Yeah, sure.
Because then the law has it that if the first round doesn't give a winner who then manages to secure the 2/3 of the total votes, then it means the one at with the lowest number of votes will be removed, and then the remaining two, now that we have 3, the remaining 2 will then be again subjected to a voting process. Yeah.
You know what I know, like the SADC region, these regions have their interests and interest for their countries.
Yeah.
That if that is a suggestion from their secretariat, it is maybe a meeting they had and they came into that conclusion. Maybe they will get to vote. And a country like Tanzania, which is also part of the East African community,
yeah.
do you think can miss voting for us?
We are not so sure, because then you see there are so many people who have promised to vote for us, like to vote for Raila Odinga.
Yeah.
Because Raila has been out there campaigning seriously,
Yeah, sure.
and he has visited, if not all, then most of these countries which are eligible to vote.
Which shows commitment.
Yes.
Sure.
Then we also had the Djibouti guy also campaign. We've seen him visit a few countries. And remember, the same way these heads of states promised Raila to vote for him is the same way those heads of states promised the Djibouti guy to vote for him.
Yeah, sure.
And the voting is by secret ballot.
Yeah.
So I can promise you I'm going to vote for you, but at the end of the day, I don't vote for you. So we cannot be so sure that Tanzania can in return vote for Kenya because it's a member of the East African community. It is true, it's also a member of the SADC community. But either way, we are good neighbors, and therefore we expect Tanzania to do the necessary. Of course, last time we saw Uganda, what happened? Uganda promised us of the vote. And it happened otherwise.
Yeah.
So you can never know, because then the voting is by means of secret ballot. Yeah.
I saw that, I've seen even right now that the people who've been supporting Raila from our Kenyan government, they are so sure that Raila is going to take this position. Like Mudavadi, when he was speaking from Addis Ababa, when they had their meeting yesterday, he was saying he did meet the Djibouti candidate and was talking sure that he has the right to like, it was something like humiliation. To the candidate to his candidature, and it's like they're so sure of this. Is it true that there is a way they are sure they're going to get this position, or it's out of the work they've done, or they're planning otherwise?
At this level, maybe number one, they trust the efforts they've put in place, and they might be sure that the efforts would then give a good result. Number two, they might also be sure of the position Kenya has in the African continent as a peacemaker, peace mediator, and also the hub for African development. They might also be banking on that. Then 3, Raila is also a seasonal politician with its own networks across, compared to when we fronted Amina Mohammed, who was then the CS for Foreign Affairs. In this case, we have a seasoned politician with a lot of experience and connections across the continent. So maybe they might also be banking on that. And again, maybe they also have their secret cards. Maybe they have secret cards they've played that is making them so sure of this. But I can say it's good to be sure, but you must also not be overconfident. This is a voting process, and voting is elections. Is actually a process, not an event. So you can never know what the other candidates also has in store, what they've done and everything they've done to ensure they also win. You know, the guy who is just leaving office, he was not so popular during the last elections, but he actually won. So we cannot be sure. But then with now the SADC report in place, I think it's a big blow to Raila Odinga and Kenya at large, those who are supporting his candidature.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, let's wait and see. It's just a matter of hours. We'll have the results with us. Some are waiting to celebrate, some are waiting to mourn with Raila. Whatever the result comes, life must always proceed. So thank you so much, and ensure you subscribe to our channel and like our video and comment. Share your thoughts in the comment section. Welcome.
Thank you.